I'm the front yard garden this morning. If you're new, I'm Dash. It is go time here in Dallas-Fort Worth. That means it is time to plant all those warm season stuff. Green beans, squashes, basil, of course tomatoes. It's time to plant all that yummy stuff. Unfortunately, like I wish I could come out and have a whole day, maybe a whole Saturday, just from 7 in the morning till dark, to just plant my whole garden and get it growing. But my life just doesn't work that way, which that's probably good, because your life probably doesn't work that way either. We have jobs. I babysit a 2-year-old. So I am just gonna pop out every time I can and get an hour of gardening in today and plant my garden that way, one step at a time, like always. If you know me, if you watch my channel, you know that it just doesn't happen all at once. It's one step at a time. Sometimes doesn't go as fast as I would like it to. Anyway, I guess I should add here that our last possible freeze date was April 15th. So we can kind of look to the forecast, and so we're done with our freeze. If you're not there yet in your part of the country, then just Google your last possible freeze date. That means it's the last possible date that you could lose your crops. And then you can probably plant before that, but you just have to, look through the forecast and see how it looks for you. And if it's further out for you, then hang in there. What I'm working on today, I've got about an hour, is I'm working on this front border. And one reason is it's easy for me to bring the baby out in the garden inside the fence, but not outside the fence by the street so much. We live on a busy corner. So I never thought when I put up a front yard fence that I would be using it to keep in a baby, but God blesses us, doesn't he? I keep a baby, if you knew, I keep a baby for my niece during the week so she can work. So anyway, I'm gonna jam on this front border. So let me show you a couple of things I'm excited about here. This pretty much sums up what I'm excited about. And then I saved some seeds for some little orange and pink blossoms last year that I'm gonna spread out. And remember that I'm gonna shut down my garden this summer for July, August, and September, our drought, hotter than hell months in Dallas, Texas. So I still do need this to look good. This is my PR department for my neighborhood, so that no one will complain about my garden, because my garden might not be looking the greatest if I shut it down during those months this year. And I'm gonna move it to my new aquaponics system that I'm trying out this year. Yes, I've got fish down there, you guys. And it flows in and waters this part and then drains back down for the fish and fertilizes, and it's this whole closed system of wonderfulness. And if it works out, then I plan to take this 4x8 bed out and put like 2 IBC aquaponic systems up against each other here. So 2 big aquaponic systems here that me and my son are gonna design together. So that means that I'd be able to shut down the whole garden and just grow food for those 3 months in the summer in these 2 systems. And I think that will really help me, because I really struggle providing shade, trying to provide enough shade and enough water. I was thinking about doing a whole drip irrigation system, and I've been thinking about devising a better permanent shade structure, but my city's not gonna agree with the permanent shade structure in my front yard. And we have wind in Dallas, Texas you have to disagree with and everything. So I really think this is a out-of-the-box idea to help me get food during those drought periods and not spend the money watering my garden. And it gets expensive, you guys. So anyway, enough about all that. I better get jamming before I have to go in. I found something down here that I'm pretty excited about. This is plantain. And look, the leaves are so big. I planted some seed of plantain. So this is a lot leafier than what we usually get. I'll show you. Usually this is the type of plantain we get, and see, it's kind of got narrow leaves. This is called, I think it's called bucktooth plantain. I'll have to look it up and I'll leave it. But it has these little ridges, so it's a little different than the plantain you might see growing in your area, but this is the kind we get down here. And one classic way that you really know it's plantain are these seed stalks that come straight up. So I want to be sure to leave a couple of these so they can form seeds for next year, but I'm gonna harvest this because this is really good for making salves. Plantain is very good for your skin. So I will go inside and dry this, and we will do some salve making. I have a friend that makes something that's called boo-boo cream that she just uses in the place of like antibiotic ointment. And it's made with comfrey and plantain and something else. I can't remember what else. I'll try to remember. Remember, this is comfrey. So comfrey, plantain, and I'll try to remember what else is in that. All right, I left a couple of plants to seed out into this area, and then my rosemary did not do very well this winter, so I need to move this because it won't do very well under the shade of these big sunflowers. Well, they will get big. They're just beginning now. They'll be beautiful in the summer. I was thinking maybe I made a mistake. Maybe I should have cut it off at the root and left the roots in there when I harvested. So let me know in the comments if you know if plantain is harvested in a different way. Don't worry, I can take it. We're all learning. All right, I'm almost out of time, so I'm gonna get busy. Tall flowers in back. This is usually the spot in the front border where I have a sign here. I love doing a sign every year, so I'm hoping to get a sign done for Easter, but we'll see. So I'm gonna plant them a little bit forward so that there's room for the sign. Last year I planted these beautiful cosmos, and they just shined all summer long. And of course I'm noticing some old friends like Stella D'Or Lily and beautiful purple coneflower. Can't remember what this one is called. I'll look it up. It's just a beast. I have to keep separating it and to keep it back. And this one is some sort of a bachelor button, I think. Oh, I can't remember either. It's kind of getting a bit, I don't know. It might be a bit out of hand. Of course, my irises. So those are the skeletons of the garden. Okay, I'm almost done, you guys. Let's get this last bit planted. Or seeded, I should say. Down here in the corner I have my wonderful drought tolerant salvia, and this will just go wild with sunflowers and it will reach 10 feet tall and it will be lovely. And it also has some black-eyed Susans in here. These are all black-eyed Susans that come up by seed, so from last year. So that will be so pretty. I don't have to do anything really to this part. Now I saved these seeds from last year. I didn't even have time to mess with them very much. But they're little pretty pink and orange flowers. So I'm just gonna do this for a bit. And then I'm gonna put all the seeds in front there because these are pretty small. I just let them sit out of the rain on my patio. So nothing special. If they come up, they come up. If they don't, that's okay too. It's worth a try, right? Okay, I just gotta put these on and then I gotta clean up and I am done. I did it, you guys. I am done. I am looking forward to the beautiful flowers that are gonna bloom in front of my garden this summer.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Hi, April. April has made us a beautiful nest, but no babies yet. Beautiful nest though. Any minute we might have Easter babies. That's exciting. Let's check on March. Nothing yet. I know you want a treat too. Okay, hang on. Here you go. And of course, you guys get treats too. There you go. You too, Temu. I know you love those fresh greens from the garden. I'm so glad there's enough for everybody this year. This is my favorite park, you guys, and this is my favorite area of it. So it feels good to be on the trail again.
Yes, it does.
On the trail again?
On the trail again. I just can't wait to get on the trail again.
So we love to hike, and we have not been in a while. We both had surgeries before we could get back in hiking conditions, so thank God for modern medicine. But we're getting in condition again.
We are getting ready for a trip someday.
This is the beginning. Yeah, the beginning of our next hiking trip. We haven't planned a date, set a date yet. We used to go hiking a lot, and I'll leave a link in the description of a video that that we went on a fun trip, on a fun hiking trip. We've had a good time before. This is my favorite spot of the park. I have come here so much. We used to hurry and get done homeschooling so we could come and do our last subject, like read aloud here, have a picnic every single day in the good weather. Good memories.
Tired today.
Yeah, she's out of practice also.
Yeah. Yep. She's gonna be tired and laying down.
She keeps getting
Yeah, she's our hiking dog. The hiking trail is along a really pretty river. Oh, there's a little duck. Yeah.
I wonder if those like a big storm rushed through here.
Yeah, maybe so. So pretty. What a beautiful day to be out in God's creation.
This is all limestone.
It's hard to believe that this is right in the middle of the city. Now this will be fun. It's our water dog.
I'm over here.
He started out so enthusiastic with so much energy, and now he's dragging.
Look at Nala. Look at Nala now.
She's even dragging.
Tongue's dragging. Look at the old man, he's dragging.
We are tired but happy. It was a good first time out. I don't know, how many miles do you think we did?
3.5.
Oh, only 3.5?
Maybe 4.
Oh well, that's okay.
Yeah, probably 4.
Good first time out. You gotta start somewhere. Now you guys, I might not be able to get a video out this week because I'm working on something. Let me show you. My daughter Rose is a senior this year, and this is probably a homeschooling thing. I'm not sure. But we do a board for all the seniors. So we start with a blank trifold board, a clean slate, and we put things on it like playbills, and she was in a play she was Thing 2 one time, and maybe some of her artwork, and lots of pictures and fun stuff that just puts all together their school career. So I'm super excited about that. But it is taking a good deal of time. To going through the pictures at night is fun. We're going through memory lane and getting them printed and putting them in, and then I'm putting the rest of them, I'm making a scrapbook for her. Because in this age of technology, a lot of times the pictures end up on the computer and they don't have them where they can look at them and show them to other people and stuff. So I decided to just put the pictures in a scrapbook as we were doing the board, and so she'll have those. So that would be really nice. Yeah, so I'll definitely show you a before and after of the board when I get it done. So before is just clean slate, and I'll show you the after. But it's taken a lot of time, so be patient with me for videos this week. I know it's a busy time of planting the garden. Get out there, you guys. Plant your warm season veggies. And I'll be back with you probably on the weekend.